Marvel Legends have been on a roll lately when it comes to the amount of quality releases they've been putting out. And their Spider-Man VHS 2-packs have been a mixed bag, ranging from mid to good to great. And this Daredevil Hydro Man 2-pack is no different. While the Hydro Man leans more on the mid side of things, this Daredevil falls under the category of oh my god. What's going on, folks? Kinda Collecting here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if this is your first video, again, welcome. And if you've been here before, you know the drill. So what up, Oos? Listen, I talked to Auntie the other day and she told me to tell you to like the video. I ain't want no smoke, so I ain't asked no questions. I just said yes, ma'am. But if you got a problem with it, take it up with her. A quick disclaimer. Hasbro has been doing a lot of 2-packs lately, and I get it. Bundling less popular characters with more popular characters to make sure that they sell. Again, I get it, I understand it, I don't like it, but what you gonna do? But because I only bought this 2-pack specifically for this Daredevil, that's what this video is gonna focus on. I'll try to do a second video of Hydro Man later down the line, but this review right here, solely for Double D. Now that we got that out the way, as I sit in this chair recording this voiceover, I can happily tell you, this might be my favorite figure I've reviewed on my channel so far. And although the figure may be 95% reuse, the thing that separates it is the same thing that caught my eye to begin with. It's on Hasbro's best build for articulation, he's got the accessories you need for Daredevil, and his paint job has some of the most unique details I've seen on an action figure to date. And that's exactly where we'll start. This figure at its core, simply put, is a repaint. But the repaint is anything but simple. Now, something about calling the technique they use cell shading kinda hurts my soul a little bit, cause it's simplifying what they were able to accomplish. See, it's not just cell shading. They found a way to combine the shading and mix it with some cross-hatching to produce a look that less resembles Daredevil's appearance in Spider-Man the Animated Series and more replicates the heavy inking and design you would find in the panels of a comic book. I'm telling you, this figure has no business going this hard. I also love how they used the black shading to outline the logo on his chest. If you're not going to sculpt out the logo, then this is the best alternate route you can take. And I'll be honest with you, I like this design 10 times more than I would have liked the sculpted look. Couple that with the fact that red and black is the best color contrast known to man, and that sets this figure over the top. And you would think that the articulation would break up all the shading, but the only part of the body that suffers from that are the knees and the butterfly joints. And it's definitely noticeable, but nothing that downright kills the figure. I can't stress this enough. When it comes to the details, Hasbro, y'all did the damn thing with this one. Now, you're only ever going to get but so many accessories in Marvel Legends. I mean, unless you have that Deadpool and Hydro Bob 2-pack, they went absolutely cuckoo with that. But Daredevil has everything you need in the accessories department. He's got 2 Mink Minks, 2 throwing / reaching hands, and 2 hands to hold some fighting sticks. Thankfully, he also comes with 2 fighting sticks, otherwise that would have been very awkward. Daredevil also comes with a fixed flexible cable that you can plug into the ends of the sticks to make it look like he's either throwing them or just swinging them around. And when Daredevil's not using said sticks, he can tuck them away into his hip holster, which makes it much easier to keep track of. Lastly, Daredevil comes with 2 head sculpts. One with a stern expression that's been used before but now is taking advantage of Hasbro's new face print technology, and a new sculpt with his teeth gritted. And if it's one thing Legends has gotten down to a T, it's their new gritted teeth sculpts. They've been doing a great job with those in pretty much all their heads lately with that new technology. Again, whatever technique they're using now is putting other companies to shame. And the shading on each sculpt does an amazing job bringing out Daredevil's dreamy red eyes. Hasbro really gave this figure all the accessories he needs, and I'm not sure what more I could ask for. I mean, maybe a cane because, you know, he's blind. But even without that and one less head, he still has more accessories than the Mafex Wolverine. And the more I do these videos, the more upset I get at Mafex for the lack of accessories on that figure. I may never get over it. Okay, it's time to have a serious conversation. You know what? I'll save it for another video. let's go to the articulation. Now, this is the first Marvel Legends I reviewed on this channel, but it's not the first Legends with this build. And I don't know the first character that used this body, I'm not a historian like that, but I do know that a ton of Spider-Man, the latest Deadpool figure, and even Hasbro's previous Daredevil have taken advantage of this build. But by all accounts, it's the best male body Legends has to offer, for its regular sized characters at least. So I really don't have any complaints. Now again, I'm not the articulation guy, and POAs mean absolutely nothing to me if Mr. Murdock can't get into the best martial arts poses a lawyer can perform. But with that being said, all the joints are smooth and articulate well. Plus, I don't have that overhanging anxiety of breaking something whenever I move it around. And I love that. And yes, he can do anything Daredevil needs to do. Crouch, jump, punch, kick, twist, turn, split, and flip. But instead of me just yapping about it, let's show it off. Alright, bear with me on this one. I don't have any other Daredevils, nor do I have any of his nemesis, but thankfully I have a ton of characters whom also appeared in Spider-Man the Animated Series, so let's make it work. Here comes some size comparisons. First off, we have the Marvel Legends animated Spider-Man and a knockoff version of the post-con Venom, because the real one is dumb expensive at the moment. But these three look really good together. The colors all complement each other really well, and the heights seem right to me. By the way, I hate the butterflies on that Venom, they are super loose. Next we have the Legends Prowler and the Hydro Man that came with his Daredevil. And off the top of my head, I don't remember the storyline Prowler was involved in the animated series, but he had a box fate, so I don't think he was a villain in the same way he was in Spider-Verse. And I don't have a problem with the scale on Hydro Man, the height works. It's pretty much everything else that needs improvement. Hey, the X-Men were there too, so here are the Legends, VHS, Cyclops, and Wolverine. Golly, when you match up some of these legends together, you really get a sense that Hasbro knows what they're doing. These three look super dope together. I don't have much more to add to that. I just want to leave these up on the screen so you can admire them a little bit longer. Now, I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot that these two were ever in the show, but they were. Here's the Legends Cap and Deluxe War Machine. Cap is still on that juice, and the War Machine is a super solid figure. And fun fact, he had a box fade too. Alright, let's switch lanes for a second and go to a more ninja theme. Here's the G.I. Joe classified Storm Shadow, I think, and the Figma Overwatch Genji. Quick review on this Genji, kinda sucks. And he's standing like that because if I tilt him in any other direction, he'll fall over. Next up we have the Rage Toys Master and Autumn. I think the colors on Daredevil will mesh a little bit better with the NECA animated turtles, but height wise, these guys are cool. And last but not least, we have the student of Ra's al Ghul and the student of Chimichangas, with the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Batman and the Legends 2-pack Deadpool. And I could see Batman and Daredevil teaming up to take on some Gotham and Hell's Kitchen's villains. I think I just got an idea. So if you couldn't already tell, I really love this figure. Heck, I took it on a trip with me to Virginia. And again, the mold is nothing new, we've seen it on this exact character before. But the paint deco, as the kids call it, genuinely separates it from its original counterpart. And that's what takes it over the top for me. It goes to show how a great paint job can take a figure from good to goodest. And now I can't wait to see how Hasbro handles their next cel-shaded characters. Then again, Hasbro and consistency don't always go hand in hand. Anyway, that does it for today's video. Let me know what you think about the figure in the comments below, and tell me if you've ever eaten in Hell's Kitchen before. Stay tuned for the shots at the end, and until next time, protect your peace, stay young at heart, and remember, we're all kind of collecting something.